welcome back. So I do some offline leveling. Now you can see we are up to at least chapter this level. I also get the dancers level back to 21 as well. So now let's get started, shall we? So before we do that, before we move on to the next chapter, to those. Oh, sorry, I should probably get it back to English. No, not French. I do want to learn some another new language in anywhere in Europe, but I'm not quite sure which one would be more. I don't want to say useful because English is already the most useful language, and maybe the second one would be Mandarin, but I already know that. I already speak that tongue, so maybe Polish. I don't want to learn French. No offense, but I just don't want to learn French. And German as well. Where are you going? Ah, yeah. So, change body. Which one should we use? Yeah, just keep going. Yeah, okay. Before we move on, let's just finish some side quests today. Okay, so this one. Let's do a recap. So that that girl is harassed by the is harassed by the guy next to her, and so now what we are going to do is to fight him.
It's a good day for battle. Have at you. Have at you. Have at you. Victory! My blade is unbending! Watch my blade dance. Now then. The thrill of the fight.
Yeah. Come at me, you coward loser. Yeah, but I bet that he would take the soul for answer. So I can have fun in this channel. Before fun. I mean, that's kind of the current stage in a lot of places. London is one of them. I mean, I'm a guy, but sometimes I don't even feel safe walking down the street in London, so there's that. I feel like this is a very dumb argument. How do I put this? Like some people will say, "Oh, there's no good people left in the world," and some people say there's no bad person in the world. It really depends on like, what you have been experienced. Some people they just grow up in an area that every people is trying to either take advantage of you or trying to hurt you, something like that. So to those people, any kind of kindness would be refreshing to them, and some of them may feel like those kindness is just a way to take advantage of them. But at the same time, some people get shielded very well, grow up in gated communities, and never have to worry about things in their life. Everybody's lovely to them. They will see even the minus, either a very minus negative behavior as the bad guy, as something that is unacceptable. So it really depends on where you grow up and how you grow up. Magic nuts. It's quite strange, isn't it? No matter how old the guy is, men never grow up. I'm almost 40, but I'm still. Hello. What do we have? I don't think we have the skills to help her at the moment. Alright, let's try the other one. Let's go! I'm gonna fight this piece of shit. Hey, hey, everything. Okay. Yes. Blah, 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 blah.
battle is truly joy.
My turn now.
Okay, no. Great.
Nice try.
Here we go.
Here I go.
The battle is truly joy.
All right. Bring it on. Out of my way.
Bye.
The battle. With each battle, I grow stronger.
Let's see. And see if we should fight Timuna. Come on.
It's a good day for battle. The battle is.
Okay. Ooh.
Victory shall be my way.
Shit.
Victory shall be my way. Victory shall be. Victory.
Oh guys, still remember last time we have the 1,000 spears. Let's see. Okay, that's not bad this time, but if you use that one and fight bosses, especially if they are, I would say if they are even the same level as you, it will just miss 90% of the time. Maybe 90%, maybe a little bit exaggerated, but at least half of it are missing. And also, I would say if you have a lot of enemies on the map, maybe 4 of them, and 3 or more of them are afraid of spear, the weakness is spear, then it could be a useful skill, given it's not gonna miss. But if this is not, or only have one enemy, but they are, but they're what's that? The blocking point is quite high, and they're afraid of spear. Then that would also be a useful skill, because it only take like, even though it's training SP, and but it doesn't require any bonus point, and you can just hit the enemies a couple times. So if it is not missing any of them, it will certainly break them in one hit. Okay, let's just try there's another story for the old man, right? I try that, and it doesn't seem to have anything to do with dancers' skills. So I guess we will have to like finish the rest first. Yeah, I think there's one more we can try. Oh, and also I try this route. It's working. It's gonna work. So we'll go there directly. Yeah, this lady.
Ugh.
And guys, if a girl say they no they have no interest, don't you just move on? There's plenty of other options out there, and to be honest, there's I mean, you can find your happiness where else. Maybe other people, maybe work on yourself. I would say work on yourself, work on your confidence is more important. There's a very big difference between confidence and like what's the word? Self-observed? Yeah, ego. So if you only have ego but you don't have confidence, you're just a jerk. And no, I think no, the other way around. Confidence is more important. Ego is 90, maybe 70% of the time are negative things. So just try to be confident, and the way to achieve the confidence is to achieve something in your life. I'm not saying I'm good at anything. I'm just average. I know how to fight, but I'm not that good. I'm not very successful in my career, and a lot of people are really good compared to me. I just know how to solve puzzles, how to solve problems, but that's it. And yeah, I'm not rich, I'm not poor either, but yeah, I do achieve something that is that is not a very big topic, and that's give me confidence, and I know I can just solve whatever problem in front of me. So that's that. Luna, my cat is trying to play with my rabbit, but my senior rabbit is just not, you know, like every old man just don't want to play with little kids.
Tis a good day for battle. Victory shall be mine. The battle. Victory shall be
I don't think we can win this one.
How about this? The battle is true. Have at you. My way. Damn. How about this? Have at you. Victory shall be mine. Watch my blade dance.
No, we're not gonna win this. Damn.
How about this? Now then. How about this?
No, we're gonna do this. We're going to do this. We can do this.
Victory, my way. The battle is true.
We can do this.
Have at you.
Luna.
It's unbending. Watch my blade dance.
Come on.
How about this?
Get about it.
Have at you. Damn.
What do we have? What do we have? No, 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 no. We got nothing.
Have at you. How about this? The battle
Oh.
The battle is truly joined. My blade is unbending. Watch my blade dance.
Whew. We did it.
The thrill of the
We did it.
Ugh.
Don't tell me it's not him. I just fight the wrong guy.
Ugh.
No. No.
Hello.
I fight the wrong guy. Okay, I think I have to. Okay. Okay. Let me take care of this. you know, sometimes you have to stop the kid being too aggressive. I mean, here's the thing. Sometimes the energy is just not balanced. You can tell the cat is just playing, but the rabbit is too old. And you can tell from the body language as well. The rabbit is a little bit on edge right now. So I really that's why I have to take action. But in general, the rabbit is fine with the cat. And that's just because the rabbit is grow up with a dog back when he was way younger, maybe a couple years ago. So that's why I picked him. I picked him up because the dog was just bullying him or something like that. I won't say it's bullying, but you know, the dog was just a little bit aggressive, and so the rabbit is not quite afraid of other animals like cats, dogs, something like that. He grows to know how to protect himself. But right now, the rabbit is very, very old. He's like 9 or 10, something like that. Kind of, kind of in between the night. Obviously, I want him to live longer, but you know, sometimes you can tell. But yeah, he's a little bit on the older side. Great grandpa or something like that in that level. So now there's very energetic kitten coming in family, and so he's a little bit fed up with the kitten. The reason why I know he's not mad or afraid is before the kitten go all crazy a couple minutes ago, he's laying down, relaxing, just like on a daily basis. And until I haven't played with the kitten today yet, so she is super energetic. A lot of full of energy, just out of the chart. And so yeah, and because I'm doing streaming, so she just trying to find something else to do. And we're going to have a family events later, so that's that. There's no one playing with her at the moment. And so she turned to her brother. Oh, if you have a rabbit and you want to get a cat, make sure your rabbit is well protected before you introduce them, and also make sure you relax the rabbit first, because cats, especially if they're younger kittens, they'll very likely try to attack the rabbit. They're not mean to kill it, they're just curious. And rabbit is a very easily spread animal, so if you just letting them run freely, you will literally scare the rabbit to death. So don't do that unless you know what you're doing, and also at least give them a week. So the first couple days, never let them see each other, and then you just start with scents, So just pick something your rabbits usually use, maybe his bed, his whatever it is, his toy. Take it, hold it, and give just hold it and show it to the cat. Make sure the cat know, okay, this is the sense of the rabbit and the sense is mixed with yours, so she know that you two are coexisting. And then do the other way around. Show something the cat play with, and show it to the rabbit. So make sure the rabbits know there are some things coming up, and you have to talk to the rabbit as well. You have to talk to both of them. A lot of people think pets doesn't understand what you're talking about, but no, they do. But rabbit and cat, they don't really like responding to you. Dog may be a different story, but I never have this situation with dog before. So and so if your rabbit feeling stressed when it smells the cat's scents, stop it. Give him some treat to let him understand that this sense means something positive. Treat, toys, playtime, whatever. Just mix it with something positive. And give it a couple of days. See if he can relax with the sense person. And then you can the first day just 5 minutes, or maybe even 1 or 2 minutes, and then increase the time frame, and eventually you should swap the items, so make the items always present in their space, and so their sense will mix together, and then you can go pick the kitten, pick the cat, put it in the bed, put it in container, whatever it is, bring it to the rabbit. Then the rabbit will know that, okay, that now I see that creature, the sense I always smell but never see it. So now I see them in the first time, but that thing is contained, and so he can learn that this is not a threat. It's not something that's gonna attack them and kill them, whatever. And also, that will signal the cat that in this house the rabbit is protected. And so do it a couple times, couple days, and you also have to observe if the cat is so aggressive when he is in the cage. That means you're not doing well in the first couple steps, or the cat just doesn't like the rabbit at all. And in this case, you can try go back to the previous step, or you might have to consider they can't coexist in the same room, and you have to try a different way. Yeah, maybe just separate rooms, separate level. If you like not living in an apartment, if you live in the house, you have two level. Just separate them by level. And if you live in an apartment, maybe separate them by room. But if you live in like studio, one bedroom, really, I think you should consider, should you have that much of like that kind of diversity for pet. It's not always a good idea, no matter what you think, no matter how much you want. You have to understand that as human ourselves, we can have more control of our behavior, but for pet, that's another story. Yes, and now the cat is coming down, and the rabbit is getting down too. So They're just doing their own things. Okay, let's go back. Now we are going to grab this one. Blah 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 blah. Do I need to? Even though I like the warrior a lot, but considering the warrior can use, like, he can level up on his own, let's swap it. Let's change it. Oh shit! No, no, we can. Yeah, we will have to. Okay, we need to find that. Before we do that, let's see. Do you have the money? No. What's that? Okay, it seems to be the trade-off. Rubbish. Hello. Okay. Which one should we replace it? S. Blah 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 blah. I want to keep the healer because it's very useful. Okay, sure. Good. Feels like you choose a little overlap. Yes, sure. Why not?
And so it was that Atlasdam was founded some 2 centuries ago. Indeed, our fair city-state is among the longest standing on the continent of Austera. But there was another city-state with a history as long and proud as our own that came to a tragic ruin only 8 short years ago. Now, who can tell me its name?
No, I can't.
I think it was.
Now, no need to get all flustered. There's no shame in not knowing an answer, so long as you have a desire to learn. The answer is in your textbook. Go on now, look it up.
Yes, Professor.
Sometimes I don't understand why some teacher would shame their student for not knowing the answer, especially when it is not in the test. Like they're supposed to not to know it, right? I mean, in the lessons. If it is, if it is a test, that's another story. But still, you shouldn't shame them.
I believe it was Hornburg.
That is correct. Hornburg was ruled over by a royal family, said to be descended from priests of an ancient and long-forgotten religion. On the other hand, our fair Atlastan was founded by one of the original clans that inhabited the flatlands. Who can tell me how many clans lived in the flatlands at the time?
Luna,
Your Highness?
give me a second.
The histories have it that 8 clans did live in the flatlands in those days.
Correct you are, Your Highness. It was a time of great strife here in the flatlands as the 8 clans waged a long and bitter war. Change would come when the armies of Grandport invaded these lands some 2 centuries ago. At the time, the rulers of Grandport sought to exert their influence over territories inland. Ironically, this compelled the warring tribes to put aside their differences and unite against their common foe. Oh, but look at the time. We'll pick up where we left off next time. Don't forget to read chapters 3 and 4 before our next lecture. And be prepared to answer questions on any of the material within.
Yes, Professor. Thank you for another most stimulating lecture, Professor Albright.
Hello? Splendid!
Just one day or okay. Let's just swim around. See what we got here. There is a lot of boxes. Ambush.
Professor Albright.
Highness.
The truth of the matter is,
But of course!
indeed.
Very astute of you. The truth is,
Oh,
I thought you have something to do.
with pleasure.
I mean, some people do like to keep explaining something they're very interested in. I'm that kind of person. If you ask me the right questions, I can talk all day long, keep giving you answers, theory, etc., etc., examples, something like that. But my topic is quite, like, how do I put this? It's not a very wide range of topics, usually related to something controversial or
Indeed.
not professional related. Luna. Yeah, good. A little bit. The rabbit is just thinking this annoying princess. Luna. Okay, I have to stop that. No, this is not. No. You overstep. Now you're with me. Oh. I mean, you have to know this. Even your pet is calm and friendly 90% of the time, but just like people, they always have boundary. They can tolerate some behavior, like my rabbit. He's okay with a little bit play, and it's okay to get close, but when it started annoying him, he will attack. He's not. He doesn't he doesn't behave like play animal at all. He is aggressive. Especially back in the day, we still have another rabbit, and she will protect his girl very well.
Ah. Good day.
Farewell.
It's like every name romance story starter.
Ah, Therese. Yes. Do you have a question for me?
You go back. Open boxes. Boxes. It's still right here. Library.
It's me, Cyrus.
I see.
With pleasure.
Actually, I see.
Sometimes I think like in this scenario, no, it's better if you don't put any voice in this conversation. At least that's what I feel. Because this is very not quite matches with
Many thanks.
the feeling. And it's like breaking apart. I'd rather have either full-on conversation or have none of it.
What have we here? An interesting dilemma. truth is.
I see.
Like this one. The girl said, I see. And the message is missing. Begin looking at once, Professor. It missing sounds more like question, and I see is more like confirmation. When they appear at the same times, it just doesn't match. Just doesn't match the film.
Many thanks. Cyrus Albright, by your request, sir.
Do enter. My apologies for summoning you on such short notice.
How might I be of assistance, Headmaster?
That treatise on arcane studies you published. What in the gods' names were you thinking?
Sir? I do believe I made my hypothesis perfectly clear.
I'm not talking about your hypothesis. You went out of your way to cite one of the texts in our special archives. The knowledge housed in those tomes is the Royal Academy's greatest treasure. It is not to be divulged to the public at your will. Laying it bare in one of your silly papers is out of the question.
I am fully aware of the value of those tomes, Headmaster. It is for that very reason I would share the knowledge with my peers.
You are to share nothing. That wisdom is for the Academy and the Academy alone.
But that goes against everything.
Enough, Cyrus!
Even my best argument is sure to fall on deaf ears. The Headmaster sees knowledge as a metal or precious stone, something to be appreciated by its rightful owner alone. Knowledge is power, and power is to be hoarded. An unfortunate attitude. My sincere apologies, Headmaster. It won't happen again. Is there anything else you need of me?
That is all. You... Wait! There was one last thing.
Sir?
I heard the Special Archives will be closing early today. If you have research to do there, I would do so quickly.
Good gods. It's as if he enjoys watching me suffer.
Clearly.
Thank you for your concern, Headmaster. In that case, I'll be on my way.
Enter.
Excuse me.
What's the matter?
moment of your time.
My apologies.
Say it is not so.
Actually,
Then why is not in the archive? That means someone's stolen, right? This is still the... I am not sure about that.
A hole!
What's this? So now we've turned from okay, time's up. Wait a second. Luna. I think my cats just hit the nerve of my rabbit. Nothing is left can calm down. If it does, then two. Okay. Also discovering using agree. No, it's shallow time.
Indeed!
So he is shallow. I like it.
I see.
I can't wait to see what kind of skills he has.
Leave it to me.
Take care.
Time to do some research.
Okay, so he has the same, not necessarily the same, but very close. course, I also have got a key to realize I was asleep. That's what a kid would do. I'm not sleeping. I'm just resting my eyes. Yeah, sure. Okay, and who else I can ask? So he has that. The key to the archive. Oh, I haven't got that, but I'm not surprised someone stole it. Consider what they've proved. I've gambled myself, so I understand the temptation. I appreciate for your honesty.
Are you alright?
Only had most in the control, so I should have with me. Okay, only the headmaster and the guard possess the key. So now we are ready. The test will within the card. Okay, that's just dumb. If the headmaster is the one that do so, that just you know full well I have the key to the special archive and that I will never be so foolish to let it fall into the water. In any event, I have no reason to.
Splendid!
Okay, so who would be the person? I would say these two because they have because of the debt. I think it is more likely they will steal something valuable and then try to sell them. And the reason why I don't think it is the headmaster and the guard is because, first of all, they both have the key, so they would very well be the first. What's the word? What's the word? Yeah, so they will be the first on the line that someone suspicious about them, and also, if it's the guard, then that could be because he might need money, even though I don't think there's anything indicate that. But if it's the headmaster, he doesn't need to do that. He could just forbidden anyone as I said, and put it as his personal possession in his personal possessions in his possession. Doesn't mean personal in this sentence. Yeah, so in normal sense, I would say it is not the headmaster and the guard because it is not necessary. But this is a JRPG we're talking about. So I will go for this one.
Not exactly.
Shit.
But of course.
32 key to the archive, one belongs to the headmaster and one belongs to the guard. What's the questions again? I didn't read the questions, I just think that's the whose key was used to unlock the archive. So I don't think it will be the guard. I think it will most likely be the headmaster.
Not exactly.
Okay. The headmaster key is safely locked away in his office. Furthermore, he hasn't used the archive today. Oh yeah, that's true. On the other hand, the guard has been adding suspicion investing while on active duty.
Oh,
It would be all too easy a task to leave the key of his wrist. Okay, so we're just talking about key and who. I don't think so.
no.
Yeah, the one with the dad.
Which means that
And trouble.
yes.
It would be so hilarious if at the end it was the librarian. That's something I would definitely do. I mean, I would definitely write a story like that. So it after all, it's the librarian. It's the librarian that stole the key and stole the tomb and bring it all to Russia. And she's the mastermind behind the death as well. She's the one getting him into Gambit. That's definitely something I would do. You know what? You guys know I'm writing a game, right? Oh, by the way, I was sick on Wednesday, so I skipped it. I skipped the stream. You know, I'm just gonna write something in that game. There's two guys have the key, and one guy with the gambit's that. And you think it's definitely the guy that's have the dad who stole the items, but at the end, no, it's not. It's the innocent. It's the third party that looks innocent that actually stole the things. I'm just gonna add this dumb bit in my game. I hope it won't take me like 10 years to do it. I really have to increase the frequency. Okay. So the mountain. Come on, baby. Like Himmel said, you have to explore the whole dungeon. I haven't watched that anime. I just watched a bunch of clips on YouTube. It feels like I already watched all of it. I haven't watched anime for a very, very long time, so yeah.
Now, what next?
Ooh. You are my
Row. All right.
What to do? You got more than you bargained for.
Okay, well, I might say no, let's keep doing it. Let's keep moving, and then
Come on, I've got
I probably need to make him, get him up to at least level 12. No, it would be boring. It would be super boring. Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
Turn now. My turn now.
Thought you had me? Here goes nothing.
Yes, let's just unlock the Mysterio box and early.
What is the logical course of action?
My turn.
Let's do this.
Oh,
Bring it on.
that's just too weak.
Out of my way.
Here
Good.
we go.
I'm guessing that is
Bring it on.
no idea. No idea what would it be. Okay, I am sorry.
And that's that.
Wait, how much money do we have? Okay, 8,000. Just leave it be. Let it go,
I'll make this
let
quick.
it go.
What to do?
All right. My turn.
Blah, 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 blah. You.
What is the logical course of action?
Oh, ice. Come through.
What to do?
Here goes. Ha! Try again.
So just let my cat out. Oops. Okay. No. Right?
I've done my research on you. Oh, ice! Here's some proof!
Out of my way. Don't.
What to do?
Bring it on. Here goes nothing. My turn.
What is the logical
Oh,
You got more than you bargained for.
that's interesting.
What, tango, huh? What? All right.
My turn now.
Wait, what are you playing? Hey, no! Who let the cats out? Let's just show you
Nice try.
What is the logical course of action?
Bring it on. My turn.
What is the logical course of action?
What? Time to close up shop.
Okay, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Skill. Let's just do another level first.
Can't we settle this like gentlemen?
My turn now.
All right.
What is the logical course of action? Light! Smite them down!
Hey! I thought that was lightning. 6 seconds. It's not fair.
Let's do Time to close up shop.
Okay, I'll give you that. Lightning and light is a different thing. I will give you that.
I'll make this quick. My turn.
My turn now.
Okay, how do we get there?
This is the beginning of your end. Out of my way.
I don't really know. I just made the rabbits and the cats. That's not what I mean.
My turn now! Nice try.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
I should click it.
Cool off.
My turn. You got more than you bargained for.
How do we get there? Okay, so it looks like this, but no, actually it's not. So how? Yeah, let's see what you got.
Step right up.
So annoying.
Here I go.
Here we go. Yeah.
Now, what next?
All flames, ready, roll!
Out of my way. Bring it on.
My turn now.
Good.
All right.
All flames, ready, roll!
Thus ends your lesson.
I don't know how to get there. Just as it seems.
Come on, I've got better things to do. Here we go. My turn.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Here goes nothing. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. What? So, how do we get there? Oh, I see.
This is the
Oh,
beginning
that
of your
just
end.
for fun. Fine. I like it. I like fun.
My turn now.
No.
The winds of force are howling.
Out of my way.
Honestly,
Let's see what you got. Bring it on.
sounds stupid, but that's not what I meant.
Whoa. Now, what next?
What's it do? The wind is howling.
This, oh shit.
Out of my way.
It's fine, just money.
Here I
It's
go.
not like people love money, right?
Now, what next? Here goes. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, level line. Closest to uncle. Just should we just go ahead? I think the line is enough because consider we have
My turn
a bunch
now.
of high level individuals.
The wind is howling.
What is the logical course of action?
Here goes nothing.
What's it do?
Not bad. A passing.
Okay, before we start, let's just whatever we can. Skill. We have enough? Yes, we have. What I want you to focus on. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
What?
Excuse me.
That's a good point. If you're in a place there's no door, and
A
you're
moment
marching,
of your time.
is it marching in it, or I mean it's definitely trespassing, but that's not marching in it, right? And also there's no wording or signal indicate that this is a private property. So that's your fault. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't have private property.
Come now. truth is.
Huh?
That's stupid.
Is that so?
I plead the fifth. I do wonder, like, is play the fifth is just something in for American, right? So are they anywhere? Is it useful in anywhere else? I mean, we have the same right. You have the right to remain silent, something like that. But it's the context, with the face of Bruce says.
Listen to reason.
But I assume it's not the same. So okay, so consider that we yes, fire is working. Just kill it. I don't care.
What to do?
Okay.
Here we go.
So I'm just gonna try that first. That's not
My turn.
okay. That's my fault. That's my bad. I shouldn't do that. Give me a second.
Here we go.
Okay, what we got? So no, not this one. Stop. Oh, she. I should hear who first.
My turn.
Anyway. Let's move on.
My
Cool.
turn now.
Finally. I'm trying to.
Here we go.
Close. Yeah, I can believe it.
That'll do her.
Rubbish. I hate that. Hey, come on.
Here goes nothing.
Just need.
That'll do her.
Yeah, that'll do.
Out of my way. Don't.
Let's focus on.
Interesting dilemma. Let's try this.
Out of my way.
Now, what next?
My turn now.
Good.
All right. All right.
would be the. Oh, I see. That could be it.
Let's try this.
Here goes nothing. That'll do her.
Yeah, that would do her.
My turn.
Let's just try. Yes. We put all the faith in saving the one person. Yeah, that's true.
What is the look?
Here we go. Cool off. Ha, try again.
Okay, so then the next we can put him away. Yeah, I got it.
Just so. Say it is not so.
Considering that you were still from still doing something more or I mean, I get his point, but I don't really like this reason for this argument because, okay, so you're saying you steal the book, then everyone was gonna use it will not be able to use it, right? That's valid, that's true, but I think stealing something is more of not just a moral, but if you steal something and you get away with it, you didn't solve your underlying problem because his problem is having gamble issue, right? And that's why he has a bunch of gambling debt and he needed the money. And by stealing this book and pay off the debt, yes, he might get away this time, but if he doesn't resolve the gambling issue, then he will fall back into stealing because the last time he success, he have the taste of success, and not just a taste of success, but an easy success. So next time when he has any problem, he will fall back into it, and he will repeat this behavior until the day he has to pay his consequences. So it is just slowly, maybe quickly ruin his life, and also it's like treating the symptoms but not the disease. And I think it's like that reason is kind of able to justify in another way. Like, okay, so if I steal something that doesn't inconvenience others, that means it's fine, right? In his argument, it feels like it. It feels like that way. If I steal something from someone that doesn't really need it, then that means it's victim of crime and everything is fine. No, the victim is yourself because you don't really resolve your problem, and you haven't learned the right way to resolve it. So, therefore, that will become the only way you resolve your problem. And one day, you you can never certain that the thing you steal will not inconvenience the other. So if you keep using this as the solution for your problem, one day you break this rule, and yeah, just destroy your whole argument, because now that's your habit. It's like why cheating in school is not a good thing. Even though I did cheat back when I was a kid, I know I'm not just I'm just ordinary people. So everyone will do wrong in sometimes. So it's just like cheating. If you resolve to cheating and you didn't learn the actual things, you didn't learn it the proper way, then when you get older, you will that's the only way you know how to resolve issue. I mean, that's just me. No judgment in here. Like, if you think stealing something is the only way out for your problem, you can do whatever you want, but prepare to face the consequences. Every action has consequences, and just don't cry when eventually you have to. Like, face your consequences like an adult, like a proper grow up.
Actually,
I see.
yes. Actually,
Mostly true. Is Artemis?
Yeah, that's never the good things. Don't be fooled. It will never be the good things. So once we finish this one, we will go buy some equipment for the new guys, and we'll put him back to the freezer until we finish the other two. So we got 3 new guys, and we can start training.
Good. Enter. Thank you, Lucia.
Yes, Headmaster. What can I do for you? Something tells me he's not about to offer a commendation.
Definitely.
Professor Albright, a most troubling report has reached my ears.
A report, sir?
An anonymous source claims that you have abused your prestigious position to enter
Yes,
into an
for sure.
illicit relationship with Her Highness the Princess.
Oh. And you believe this report, sir?
If it is untrue, then say so.
Why, it is unfounded, unsubstantiated, balderdash of the highest order.
I would like to take your words at face value, Professor, but I fear the situation is not so simple. A rumor regarding the royal family, even an unsubstantiated one such as this, is sure to spread quickly. If we do not take swift action, Princess Mary's good name could be forever sullied. That is something that simply cannot be allowed to happen.
Sure. And so what do you intend to do with me, sir?
It is not an easy decision to make.
Clearly, you already made it.
Dismissing you outright would be tantamount to an admission of guilt.
If I may be so bold, Headmaster, what about a sabbatical? Professor Albright is put on extended leave, while official accounts state that he's doing field work in a distant land.
That'd be exciting.
What say you, Cyrus? This way, both the Academy's
My reputation?
Do we have a problem, Professor?
Not at all, Headmaster. On the contrary, this might prove the perfect opportunity.
Opportunity? For what?
As a matter of fact, there is a matter which has piqued my interest of late. I was just wondering when I might find the time to do a bit of research in the field. I think I will set forth on a journey. In search of an ancient tome that disappeared 15 years ago. Besides, if I am not permitted to share what I have learned with my peers and the public, there is little point in continuing my research here.
Is that so? Do tell, Professor. What is it that you intend to investigate?
As regards a certain tome. Now, if you will forgive me, I must begin packing for my journey. Good day to you, Headmaster.
An enigma as ever, that one.
Professor!
Oh, Therese. What is it?
I heard that you were leaving the academy.
Then you heard true.
Professor, I'm so sorry.
I see. So you were the source of the rumor.
You knew?
Not until just this moment, when you apologized. And yet, I cannot fathom your motive. Why would you tell such a terrible lie?
You're always helping Her Highness, answering her every question.
I like this
I
story.
just wanted you to pay more attention to me.
And that's why you went to the headmaster.
Yes, but I just wanted to get you in a little trouble.
I
didn't
love
think
this
you would.
story.
I am so sorry, Professor. Can you...
Worry not, my dear. It just so happens that I was looking for a good excuse to go on a journey.
You were?
For some time now, I've wanted to travel the realm and see what can be learned beyond these halls. I dare say the timing couldn't have been better.
From someone famous sorcerer, you get what you asked for, but you don't get what you wanted.
You see, there's a certain matter I simply can't wait to investigate. So fret not, my girl. If for anything, you've done me a favor. Besides, I am not entirely without fault in the matter.
What? No.
Indeed, I have not been as attentive to you as I should. Had I
That's
realized your
bullshit.
true intention sooner, I would not be in this position.
That's bullshit.
Professor, whatever do you...
If only I had realized how devoted you were to your studies, my dear girl.
My studies.
I have always striven to treat all my students equally. And yet, Her Highness is always eager to ask questions, and I was all too eager to answer them. In doing so, may have given the impression that I favored her above you and the others. This was not my intention, but I am at fault all the same. Yes, if only I had seen you for the ardent and devoted young scholar that you are.
Professor... Perhaps you're not quite as sharp as I thought you were.
Yes?
Never mind.
In that case, I should be off. Pray
No,
do not
lady.
shirk your studies,
He's just
my
being
girl.
gentle.
Yes, Professor. Will I ever see you again?
Hope not.
I do not see why not. Provided we both still live.
I like this answer. I mean, that's clearly your fault. Like, you have a tons of opportunity to ask questions, and you're so afraid to ask it. And when he do notice you and ask you if you have any questions, even though just a couple minutes ago you clearly have, and
Now,
you just
I must
like
find out
run
all I
away,
can
and then
from the far reaches of hell.
you just run away from it and never ask the questions again. So it's entirely your fault, lady.
My erstwhile colleague, Det,
And he even
was
asked if
not
you have any
pleased
questions, we
with
can
the
talk
evil
about it.
man. Last I heard, she sojourned in Polycrest.
Just ridiculous. I like this one. So far, I like this story more because this one is more interesting and make more sense. Does it necessarily make more sense? Not really, but I think this one is more funny. So right now we have the main character, the thief, the healer, the dancer, the warrior, the merchant, and the scholar. And just a quick recap: the thief, he is the first skillful thief, and he heard the rumor, and he go into a building and find out the truth, and got captured by the butler, and now he has to retrieve a certain family treasure in order to leave the mark from his arm or something. And the healer, he is a troublemaker when he's young, but he became a healer and helped the village. The warrior, he used to be a general, and one day his friend, something like that, somebody he know that killed his commander, and so he decided to just protect the village. And then one day he got the news about that guy, so he decided to go and finally go and confront that guy. And the dancer, she was from a very well-off family, but one day some mysterious organization just killed his father and destroy his whole family, so her whole family. So she had to survive on her own and become a dancer. I got picked up by a creepy guy and then become a dancer and maybe a slave, something like that. And so one day she finally got a glimpse of one of the guy that killed her father. So she decided that she had enough and kill her boss, and then run to chase that little very important information. That creepy boss, is working for those guys. Yeah. So, and abused the girl. So she killed him. And the boss kills her best friend as well. So, and the merchant, she's just a merchant, and one day there's some legendary merchant or something like that visits her hometown, and then her hometown got attacked by pirates, and she goes to defeat the pirates, and then find a get a prize, get a reward from that legendary guy, and find January. So she decided to go out to see the world. And the scholar, we just saw the story, so I'm not gonna do recap. And so far, I feel like I like the scholar story the most. He's the guy that in the bad situation, not the very bad, not the worst. And but at least it's a politics situation. A lot of people doesn't have enough patience to deal with this. Even though it's not a very worst situation, especially compared to the dancer. The dancer is mystery. She just bad luck after bad luck after bad luck. So that's another thing. But the scholar one, he is not in a good situation. That situation could get him killed, and he handled it very well. Even though sometimes his response is a little bit like, how to put this, strange, but yeah, his response is very good. So I would say if you just play the game right now, he's the one that you actually can learn something from him and use it in the real life. Like the warrior one, there's no that kind of cold weapon war in here. So, and I don't think everybody is soldier, especially if you're playing video game at this moment. And so, oops. So, there's not much you can learn from him. And the merchant, she's just a young kid, and the story doesn't have much depth in there. So, yeah, maybe learn her positive thinking or the moral value, something like that. And I doubt a lot of people watching the stream or playing games will have the same life with the dancer. I know that's still a thing. I know that still some people out there have the same fate with her, but I don't think this is a very common thing. At least in my world, it's not a common thing. So yeah, and the other two, it just not gonna work. Maybe the healer, if you are, maybe the healer one would be okay because people can become a doctor, so it's still close to reality. But I would say the scholar one is the closest one, because you can use it in not just in politics, you can use it in a lot of like company wise, because politics is everywhere. It's not the election is politics. You every time you deal with somebody in the office, it will become something yeah, it will become something like that. So it's a people skill, and it's quite useful in a lot of cases. Okay, now let's just... I don't need physical, okay? Okay, let's just skip it. Give me the good stuff. I think it's over. Okay. Yes. Alright, let's look once to save first. Where's the feather? Oh, there. Okay. So we'll stop here today, and we'll come back next week. Next time, so our next target will be this 2, and once we finish this 2, we'll do some offline leveling to make sure everybody is up to the chapter 2 level, and then we will go for chapter 2 next. So next week attack level 6 too, and maybe do some side mission as well. And that's that. Alright, don't forget to follow me, and you can follow me on Cake or YouTube if you're watching this on YouTube.